Hi everyone, I'm Lala Miranda. I'm a doctor and a makeup artist. I was asked by a friend of mine to make a review of a brand here in the Philippines called Pink Sugar. So here we go. And whatever I am going to review, I bought with my own money. It's not sponsored in any way. I just want to let you know that. So whatever reviews I give is definitely it's an honest review. First, when I went to the store, I swatched things, I tried things out because I'm thinking on the premise that if I was on a budget, and I am, what would I buy? And given the quality of things, what were those things, in my opinion, that I could work with, that I would like? First, I noticed that their color selection is really meant for the Filipina in mind. There are some products that I can recommend, but I will recommend them for medium skinned people. And for me, for my skin tone, I could suggest that they go further and develop more colors to suit fair skinned people. Honey, I'm Good eyebrow kit. And it comes in a little package. It has a mirror. And as you can see, it has a little brush here. The color of this is Perfect Taupe. It comes with a wax and 3 powders, and they actually perform quite well. I'm wearing this shade right now. Now, my one comment here, well, aside from sometimes the powder can go on a little patchy, is the color of the wax. I mean, the color of this palette is supposed to be Perfect Taupe. And the wax is not taupe, it's actually brown. There are 2 palettes that they have. They have one in brown and one in Perfect Taupe. But in my opinion, their Perfect Taupe is actually brown. And their other brown, they call it a soft brown, it has a little reddish undertone to it. It's a deeper one, so that can go for medium to dark skin tones, and this one can go between light and medium skin tones. If you compare it with my other wax that I'm very fond of, my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in taupe, this is what taupe is supposed to look like. So if I compare them together, I'll take those brushes out. They're getting in my way. If I compare that wax with the wax from Anastasia, it's definitely lighter. Definitely lighter. So Perfect Taupe, in my opinion, is not really taupe, it's brown. Let's look at their eyeshadow palettes. Their eyeshadow palettes, they have 2 actually. They're quite pretty colors in my opinion. They're on point, the color selection. They can be powdery and they can have a lot of fallout. And I did find that when I tried these on, they were powdery, and when you wear them, the color payoff is not a lot. I mean, the colors are not intense. You actually have to use a primer to get a better color payout. However, you can layer and layer your colors until you get the intensity you want. I just have a little comment here on this palette here, is that majority of the colors are shimmer tones. They don't have enough matte colors. And it's unfortunate because you need a transition color for your crease. And you have enough of the highlights right here, but you don't really have a nice matte transition color. And in my opinion, Everybody needs a nice matte transition color. I favor matte eyeshadows, so I love matte eyeshadows. Now the price point is quite nice. It's 699, almost 700 pesos, and if you're just a beginner, at least it's you have different choices that you can use, and it's very light. It's travel friendly. So they call it the Eye Candy eyeshadow palette in 02 and 01. 01 and 02. So I have them both. Let's go to blushes. I swatched blushes while I was at the store, and they had a very nice pink one, and then they had one that was kind of a mauve, but they both had a lot of shimmer. One more than the other one. Some of them have only flecks of shimmer in their blushes. And as a rule, when it comes to blushes, I'm not really a fan of shimmering blush. I prefer my blushes to be matte, for the simple reason that if you have imperfections in your skin and you put on shimmer, it draws more attention to those imperfections. I don't want a blush that has shimmer all over. I just want to put a highlight of shimmer exactly where I want it. And most makeup artists will feel the same way. I did get a blush. It's called Miss Independent. I have that, and I actually have it on my cheek today. They have another shade aside from Miss Independent that's more of a orangey peach color. It's more of an orangey peach color that is also matte. I got Miss Independent because I thought that, and I think that it would suit a lot of women of different color tones, of different skin tones, I mean. It can go well with someone who's fair like me, light-skinned, medium-skinned, and even darker skin-toned women. It's very universal that I think would suit a lot of women, and it's matte. So that's why I bought it. The others, I didn't really waste my time because they did have a lot of shimmer. Here, I did get another, it's considered a blush, but the girl at the counter told me that a lot of people have been using it as contour. So the color is Morocco. And I'm also wearing it today. I did use it like a contour on the cheek, and then I put Miss Independent on top. And it's quite nice. It's it has some brown in it. It's a pinky brown. It has an undertone of pink in it, and it has a brownish shade with a neutral color. And a lot of, you can use it as a blush or a light contour on the cheek, and then put on a pop of color that you could use, a pop of color for your cheek. I would not advise to use it as a contour for your nose, for the nose line, no, because it'll just come out dirty looking on your nose because of the undertone of the pink and the red in the color. Lipsticks, their lipsticks I'm a big fan of. They have a creamy matte lipstick and the HD lipstick. I have both samples. Now between the creamy mattes and the HD lipsticks, I think that the HD lipsticks are much better. They apply better, they spread better, they feel better, the texture on the lips, they feel so much better. I'm not too fond of the creamy mattes because I think they're so sticky and tacky on the lip, but you know, it's still wearable and the colors are quite lovely. So you could, for the price point of less than 300 bucks, it's a good buy. But if I were to repurchase my lipsticks, my Pink Sugar lipsticks, I would be purchasing their HD line of lipsticks more than the creamy mattes. I did look at their pressed powders at the store, and the reason why I don't have them here and I didn't buy any is because I thought they were too heavy. They weren't finely milled, and I thought that they would cake up once you wear them for quite a while and you sweat. And in this country, the humidity is bad, the heat is bad, and I do sweat a lot. I'm not a fan of heavy makeup, and I thought that it would just cake up. And I much prefer finely milled products that really blend on the skin, and they just give that perfect glow. I mean, I'm a big fan of finely milled products. So with that in mind, would I repurchase this again? Yes, for certain situations. Not a big fan of the eyeshadows though, because I don't really like fallout that much. The intensity of the color is not really there. I mean, you definitely have to use the primer and build up the product quite a lot. When it comes to blush, Miss Independent for the Pink Sugar line. Lipsticks, love the lips. The HD lipsticks, which I like. So, that's it for now. Bye everybody. Thank you for watching.